Yeah.
This is the sixth
I know.
time.
Yep.
Load it up, beginning to end with treatment. Sixth time.
6 times, not once, not twice, 6 times this man stood in front of the same judge, guilty plea after guilty plea, treatment after treatment, and yet here we are again. You know what the judge said that hit different? He does what he wants to do. He doesn't give a damn about what he should do. That line, that's the entire story. 6 violations. What would you have done if you were a judge? Comment below.
This is 21-1198. Doug Pushon, violation of community control. First violation, submitted urine samples May 11th that registered 87 and 81 degrees and were considered invalid. You understand that charge?
I do, sir.
May 12th, failed to report as directed at probation. Understand that charge?
I do, sir.
Third, June 4th, submitted a urine sample positive for meth. You understand that charge?
I do, sir.
Reardon?
Your Honor, I've discussed these matters with my client, and we understand we're not here for the final hearing, but regardless, he is prepared to enter a plea of guilty to the charges and asks that the court proceed with sentence.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
What's your plea to those allegations?
Guilty.
Doug Push, Lorain County, Ohio. May 2022, Doug gets sentenced to community control, probation, treatment, a chance. And honestly, most people would have grabbed that chance with both hands. But Doug had other plans. Over the next 4 years, violation after violation, the judge kept giving chances, treatment programs, mental health evaluations, IOP, intensive outpatient programs. And every single time, Doug came back. So many chances. Still, what do you think? Sympathy or strict action?
Do you have that box full of records that you came in here with?
He's asking you if you signed releases.
I'm talking to her now.
Oh,
No, on 5/14, so that is 2 days after, he went to the doctor without my permission because he was supposed to receive permission from myself to any doctor other than Signature Health. And it had to be life-threatening to see the doctor. He did send me the paperwork for this contagious rash, which I then referred to a dermatologist, and it was an inflamed hair follicle, not a contagious rash. I have no other documentation from any of these medical.
Why doesn't she have this documentation?
I don't know. I have the documentation. I would have brought it in. It's on my desk at my shop.
Wait. The contagious rash that kept him from reporting turned out to be an inflamed hair follicle. And the probation officer, she had been chasing him for a month, calling. No answer. The probation officer has been calling for a month. Does that sound unbelievable to you?
And then you claim a week later you just got her voicemails, which is complete bullshit. Everybody knows that. Okay. So you've been doing everything you can because you've been using the whole time.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
And so this is your 6th time after you've been sentenced.
Yes, sir.
There it is. The judge has seen this before. He knows exactly what happened. The excuses, the medical appointments, the I didn't blow her off, all of it a smokescreen, because Doug had been using the whole time. When the judge himself says it, complete BS, then you know where the case is going.
So we're just supposed to go on our merry way doing the same thing? And then
No, sir. I'm willing to do whatever I have to prove to you and to this nice woman that I will not use again. I will come in every day if I have to, every morning and take a pee test.
when you were
Signature Health, I've been passing my pee test there, and they go down to the decimal. So I wasn't dodging her. I wasn't using the whole time because Signature Health goes down to the decimal.
Tell me about this IOP at Signature Health.
I love it. It's really helping me. And I also love the one that Mr. Barry has been doing on Mondays with me. I have 3 more to go with him. It was a great class. I'm learning, what was it called? Decision points.
All right. So what does Signature show with regard to an IOP?
So Doug last attended on May 6th. He called on May 22nd, said he'd be back the following week, and he has never showed he's been discharged from their services.
That's not what they told me.
Well, that's what they sent me this week.
Oh, I talked to him last week.
What did they tell you?
They told me that I come back to IOP, that I'm still in.
So the last time you were there was May 6th.
I know, I talked to them last week before I turned myself in.
Why was the last time you were there May 6th?
Because that's when I had my, I went in, then the following week I had the thing on my chest. And I didn't go back because I had a warrant for my arrest and I didn't know if I was going to get called on there and get picked up there and go to jail while I was sitting there.
So you didn't go to Signature Health because you didn't want to get arrested?
Yes, sir. But I still talk to my psychiatrist and...
Why are you bringing in this fake urine in May?
Excuse me?
Why were you bringing in this fake urine in May, the first violation here?
May of what, last year?
May
This
11th.
year.
Oh,
The one that had the wrong temperature on it.
oh. Because I used.
Okay. So if May 6th is the last time and and then at or around that time you were using, right? You just told me that you were pissing clean for Signature, but you weren't pissing at all because you weren't going.
I passed May 6th. I got the letter, I had clean pee that Monday they sent me.
What Monday?
The Monday after May 6th. So Thursday was a May 6th. And then the following Monday, they sent me saying that I was clean. And they go down to the decimal. They had all my pills that I've been taking, all my mental health meds, everything, down to the point. They even knew how much, what was it? Something that I didn't even understand what it was.
Okay.
But I'm fully aware that I
May
screwed
6th
up.
was a Wednesday. And May 12th, you show up with the fake urine. So did you test negative at Signature on May 6th?
Yeah,
Now, how do I know that?
it should be in my file with Signature Health.
What's the file show?
He didn't send me any results in regards to that. They just sent me that he last attended his group on May 6th.
So you started using after May 6th then?
Yes, sir.
Why?
I let my anger get the best of me.
What were you angry at? You were in this IOP, everything was going great. What were you angry at?
You want the truth? Me and my father. Me and my father got into an argument because
I'm
the way he
dying
was
for
talking
the
to my mother.
What?
Me and my father got into an argument because of the way he was talking to my mother. So me and him got into it, and I left angry, and I did something stupid because I did not like the way that he was mentally abusing my mother.
The defense attorney tries. He's got a job, family in the courtroom, supporters, but the judge isn't having it. That's not setting a lofty bar. 4 years, same argument, same result.
There's a lot of things are the same. I guess what I would say is this, with addicts and substance abuse and addiction, there aren't many out there that get it the first, second, or even third time. Oftentimes they have to be.
This is the 6th
I know.
time.
Yep.
Load it up, beginning to end with treatment. 6th time.
Yep.
He does what he wants to do. He doesn't give a shit about what he should do. He just does whatever he wants to do because he wants to do it.
Right.
Because he fancies himself a masterful manipulator.
The attorney makes a fair point about addiction. Recovery takes time, multiple attempts, but the judge stops him cold. This is the 6th time, not the 1st, not the 3rd, the 6th. And every single time, treatment, loaded from beginning to end. The defense's point was valid, but after the 6th time, what do you think?
So again, though, it comes back to he needs help. He needs help and he needs treatment. It's more productive.
Wait a minute. Now, wait a minute, Mr. Reard. Okay. At the very beginning, it was with Halcyon. Halcyon, isn't that Brian Freeman?
Yes, it is.
Brian, very good. One of the best.
Yes,
And a mental health evaluation.
Still talk to him.
he's a good guy.
Yes, he is.
And then when you come in, continue with Brian Freeman. And then the 3rd time, continue with Brian Freeman. Then the next time, Lake or Concord, Lake House or Concord.
Concord.
Mental health again at signature. So now, Halcyon, Concord, signature, again, signature. Okay. He's had treatment. He's got everything he can do.
Yep, that's true. But again, sometimes it takes more than once, more than twice, more than 5 times.
So we should just keep doing it Doug's way.
Well, I don't know if that's Doug's way. I would say that's a way to continue to try to get Doug better.
Okay, Doug needs to get Doug better. I can't get Doug better. She can't get Doug better. Doug don't want to get better. Doug don't put forth the effort to get better. Because Doug likes to do what Doug wants to do, because every time he comes in here, it's the same thing.
This moment right here, this is what 4 years of patience sounds like when it finally runs out. Doug needs to get Doug better. The judge isn't angry anymore. He's just done. And honestly, can you blame him? The judge gave me 4 years. He gave me therapists. He gave me treatment. Still, whose fault is it now?
He's an addict. He's got a good job. He needs to get back to work. He needs treatment. So every time he comes in here, I put him back to work, get him treatment, and then he comes back here again. Anything else anybody wants to say?
Nothing further from us, Your Honor.
All right, I've gone back and reviewed the pre-sentence report, the drug and alcohol evaluation, the entire record in this case. So it's clear you are not amenable to community control anymore after 6 violations. So on count 1, a felony 4, I'm going to sentence you to 18 months in prison. Count 3, 12 months. Count 5, 12 months. Count 7, 12 months. And count 8, 12 months, with credit for 172 days.
And there it is. Community control over. 18 months plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12. All running concurrent, meaning at the same time. So effectively, 18 months, with 172 days already served credited. 4 years of chances, 6 violations, ended in 60 seconds of sentencing. Concurrent sentence, meaning all will go together, effective 18 months. Was it correct? Comment. Okay. Honestly, this case makes you feel 2 things at once. On one hand, Doug is an addict. Addiction is a disease, and the defense attorney wasn't wrong that recovery takes time. It takes multiple attempts. But here's what I keep coming back to. This judge gave him 4 years. The system gave him treatment programs, psychiatrists, IOP classes, mental health evaluations, and every single time, Doug chose to use, chose to avoid his probation officer, chose to bring fake urine. There's a difference between struggling with addiction and actively refusing help.
And after 6 violations, the judge made the only call he could. Addiction is disease, but responsibility, that's personal. What do you think?
If you found this case interesting, please comment. Should Doug have been given more chances, or was 18 months about right? And if you want to see more real-life courtroom cases like this, subscribe, turn on notifications, because the next case, even more shocking than this one.